are now looking to return, but it's a much different place they're coming home to. CNN's Tom Mintier, a Vietnam veteran himself, has a story.
His name is Lu Lei. He's the director of Bank of America's new office in Hanoi. He's meeting one of the bank's first customers.
Will I be able to transfer funds from the United States in May?
Absolutely.
Getting things done is Lu Lei's first priority, training 14 new bank employees how to deal with electronic transfer of funds. Bank of America has a long history in Vietnam, one that ended abruptly in April 1975. Just a few days before the fall of Saigon, the bank closed its doors. Lu Lei remembers it well. He was the one who closed the bank.
A lot of confusion. Chaos is a better way to say it. Everyone was looking for weighing means to get out of Vietnam. A lot of fears about a bloodbath during the final days.
These days are different. The fears have been replaced by classical music, champagne, and handshakes. Banks that evacuated employees are now returning to Vietnam. Recently, Citibank hosted this reception to celebrate the opening of its branch office in Hanoi.
We were in Vietnam more than 20 years ago, and now we have the opportunity to come back into Vietnam and participate in the many attractive developments in this country.
Lu Lei knows what Vietnam used to look like. He was born in Hanoi and fled to the south in 1954. He joined Bank of America in 1966 and fled Saigon on April 24, 1975. The bank sent a special plane to Vietnam to evacuate the staff. 252 employees and family members got out that day. He continued to work for Bank of America. He came back to Vietnam in 1991 after he was offered the chance to reopen the Bank of America office. The memories are somewhat bittersweet. Everything he left behind is gone.
Grew up sometime in that house. Seems like yesterday.
His boyhood home is now occupied by at least 16 families. When his own family fled to the south in 1954, they lost everything. This is the home of Lu Lei's wife. It is now the residence of the British ambassador, property of the Vietnamese government. He has no hopes of recovering the properties. He calls it an impossible task. Millions of people, he says, lost their property. Redividing Vietnam wouldn't be a positive thing.
I may ruffle some feather, some sentiments among my compatriots, even among my own family members and relatives. But I think the past is the past. Let's look at the future, let's build it.
It will be bankers like Lu Lei who will make rebuilding possible. Loans for projects and factories will need his signature, the backing of his bank. He seems willing to put his own personal tragedy behind him. Improving the country, he says, will improve the quality of life for the people. Lu Lei's return to Vietnam may be viewed by other overseas Vietnamese as a test case. Because he fled Saigon in the final hours of the war for the United States, his return here and his prosperity may be used as a benchmark by others to determine whether it's safe or not to return home. Tom Mintier, CNN, Hanoi.
Hope you're able to stay with us. CNN Morning News will continue.